that was incorrect,
he would
have corrected you and then said, but I'm not really thinking about it.
Congratulations, Noah. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable. They'll give to Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Rodgers going to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Jets.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 45-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go, back.
A-chain here. They stay on the ground. Dances by him. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give left side. Here's A-chain. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets 32. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with A-chain. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple of first.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Paul want to give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rodgers there on target to Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. A handoff for Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give running right is Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
There's a give to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Rodgers. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right end, touchdown, New York. the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Rodgers to throw. And he is in for the two. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. A big mistake there. You just got the lead fourth quarter, and now they start at the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's A-Chain. To the 43, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. He's back to throw. Outright caught by Chosen. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they will finally hold him down at the Dolphins' 20. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Heck of a move. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hall again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their end.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off